A very good morning, students. So today we are going to start new topic of this chapter, data, its source and compilation. So already I have told you about the data and information and about the primary and secondary data. Now I'm going to tell you about the tabulation and classification. Now, when we collect data from primary or secondary sources, so this is information quite little difficult to understand, and it's really very time taking also. So, which is known as raw data. Make it usable and make it easy to understand. Students, we require tabulation and classification. Then we need to use simplest device to summarize it and present the data in statistical table. We arrange data in columns and rows. Now, next is data compilation and presentation. So, here, students, data usually collected, tabulated, and presented in a tabular form, either in absolute terms, percentage, or indices. Okay, so through this we can understand is we calculate and compile the data. We are going to talk about the absolute data. So absolute data are also called raw data, means are presented in their original form of integers. For example, total population of country or is any state, total production of crops in agriculture farm, manufacturing industries. Okay, how much production is going to be done in manufacturing industries. So through table number 1.1 you can understand it easily, students. Here you can see state and India's state has mentioned here, union territories, and in this column you can see total population in person, male, female. So here the total population is categorized in three parts: persons, males and female. So here you can see all the states and union territory. According to this, the different calculation in different parts, like person, male, female, right? So next is percentage ratio. Sometimes students, we can see data can be presented in percentage or ratio form. For example, most of the time you have seen like literacy rate, sex ratio, population, agriculture products. Okay, agricultural products you can see through this percentage or in ratio form, right? So here literacy rate calculated as this formula, like here you can see the formula is total literates upon total population into 100. So here through this table you can understand it. So here is mentioned here, then person, male and female. Okay, this is the chart of table of literacy rate. So in 1955, 1951, 18.3 persons were there, and in males 27.16 males were there and 8.86 females were there. So according to this, year wise we can see the differences between the person and male and females, right? Next is index number. Index number is in this a statistical measure designed to show changes in variable or a group of related variables with respect to time, geographical location. It also compare economic condition of different location, industries, cities, countries, and in business and economics to see the changes in price and quantity. Okay, it happens, changes can be happen, so that's why we can see through this index number. The simple method is using the obtained formula is sigma q1 upon sigma qo into 100. Okay, what is the meaning of sigma q1? It means the total of the current year production. Okay, you have to keep it in your mind. Total of current year means in the calculation you have to calculate here the total current year's situation, and in q sigma qo means the base year production. Okay, base year production. So here through this formula we can do this index number. Now processing. Now next is, here you can see, students, let's see this. here you can see the production of iron or ore in India. So first is here you can see year in this table, and production in million tons में कितना production होता है, then calculation you can see, and then index number कितना आ रहा है. ठीक है. So through this you can see आधे यहाँ पे calculate करके this is the answer. Here this calculation 165 is answer. So index number इस तरीके से निकाला जाता है. Right. Next is processing of data. So table number 1.4, in this table you can see can be used to understand how they are processed. In the table data are undergrouped. Okay, this ungrouped, you can see there is no group. Randomly it has mentioned here 47, 02, 39, 64, 22, 46, 28, 2, 09, 10, like this. Okay, and there are a score of 60 students in geography paper. Okay, 60 students have got this type of marks. Okay, now here we have to arrange data in groups. Here we have to arrange their numbers, like how many students got how much marks. So, or in order to reduce its volume and make it easy to understand. Through this you cannot understand how many students are getting good marks, how many students have got lowest marks, right? So we have to arrange these this data. Right. Next is grouping of data, to how we can group the data. So here we can see grouping of data. So student, now here we will make columns of group, a number numerical of raw data, tally marks, number of individuals, right? So here you can see students. So through this we can easily understand it, like group में you can see 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. This line we can understand it. Numerical of raw data. So 0 to 10, how many students got? One student got 2 marks, another one got 2 marks, another one got 9, and another one got 6. So it is between 0 to 10. There are 4 students who got marks 0 to 10. So tally marks, if we have to show it 1, 2, 3, 4. So through this we can understand 4 students. Number of individual in digit, when you have to write it to do, so you have to write number 4. So there are 4 students who got 0 to 10. Between this they got marks. Then 10 to 20, how many students are there? One student got 10, another one 15, then 18, then 12, then 17. Okay, so there are 5 students who got 10 to 20. Between 10 to 20, 5 students got marks, right? According to this we have to arrange these data. Next is process of classification. So here students, we will follow this only because when we complete this making groups, then we have to add these all numbers. Okay, we have to add this all number, right? And we'll get sigma f is total frequency is n 60. So we have, when we add these all numbers, we get 60, right? The next topic is process of classification. So student wants the number of group of data and the class interval of each group are determined. When we make this type of table, so it is done by the method popularly known as 4 and cross method, which is called 4 and cross method, students. This is called tally marks also. Okay, so first of all, 1 tally marks is assigned to each individual in group on which it is falling. For example, the first numerical in raw data 47, since it falls in the group of 40 to 50. I'll back it. 40 to 50 students got highest marks, means most of the students got marks from between 50 to 60 got 10 students. Okay, so here 40 to 50, 1 tally mark is reordered in the column 3 of table number 5. So column 3, it is now here, so you can see. Next is frequency distribution. Okay, now here you have to see frequency distribution. Frequency distribution, students, here we'll see the frequency distribution according to this table, right? So here you can see frequency table number 1.5 has classified the raw data of quantitative variable and have grouped them class wise. So here class wise they have made the group has mentioned 0 to 10, then frequency has mentioned here and cumulative frequency, right? So here you can see this table, and then 0 to 10 4, 10 to 25, 20 to 35, 30 to 47, and 40 to 56, right? Now 4 as it is 4 you will mention here, right? And then 5 is mentioned, so 5 plus 4, okay, 5 plus 4 got is 9, right? Then 20 to 30, how many students are there? 5, so it means 9 plus 5 you have to plus, you will get 14. Then 30 to 40 is 7, and so 14 plus 7 is equal to 21. So you have to calculate this, okay, add this number with it, and the total number of this sigma f n is equal to 60, right? As we already add in the previous page. Now students, next is inclusive method and exclusive method. So students, inclusive method, it is that series which includes all items up to its upper limit. Limit in the sense, students, like this. If I show you this, so upper limit is, suppose it has mentioned 20 to 30, so upper limit kaun si hogi? This one, 30 is the upper limit, okay? And in exclusive method, students, in exclusive method you can yes, this is exclusive method. So exclusive method is like all items, like in this method is used for those series in which the upper limit of one class comes the lower limit of the next class. Like इंक्लूसिव में अपर लिमिट को देखा जाता है और एक्सक्लूसिव में लोअर लिमिट को, राइट? सो 0 and under 10, so 10 and under 20, right? So here we can see this 20 under and under 30, 30 and under 40. So here we'll give the priority to this lower limit, okay? So lower it is called exclusive series because the frequency of upper limit of class interval are not included on that particular class. Inclusive में क्या होता है? Example है, there is a gap range between 0 to 0.12, suppose 0.1 to 1.0. This is the gap, okay? Like 10 to 14, and then we can say 15 to 19, then 20 to 24. This is inclusive, right? In exclusive we use a student, in exclusive we use 0 to 110, right? And we repeat in exclusive 100 to 120, 120 to 130, okay? This digit, it repeats, okay? So this is exclusive method, right? In the next video we'll discuss about the simple frequency, okay? Till then, thank you so much, students.